Yeah.
No, no, really, really, really.
I know. And
It's
when you go
hard,
to
even
Spanish and
for us.
French, they
Mm-hmm.
change even more the gender. So
Uh,
ah,
I don't think I will learn French.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I
almost
can.
finishing. I'm in my last year of French, so I still have problems with female male nouns. So I say, why? Why you call a chair a male? Why you call it, I don't know what, a female?
Okay, lovely
Yeah.
people, we are live now. Woohoo! So,
Yeah.
Hey.
yay! Hello, Facebook world. Look at these beautiful people we have here for the RCIS Conversation Club. Thank you so much for our participants who are here on Zoom, and thank you to anyone who's watching on Facebook. My name is Leslie, and I am one of the English speaking teachers at RCIIS, which is a international English school in Toronto, Canada. All our classes are offered online right now, and so our social activities are also offered online. So that's what this is today. And we have some new people here. We have some familiar faces here. We have some people who are still going to join us a little later, I think. So we'll go with the flow this evening and have a nice time. Um, so what I know some of you guys have participated in the club before, but I think it's helpful for introducing ourselves to new people and to anyone watching on Facebook to just go around and we'll just do a very brief introduction. So I'd love you to say your name, the country you are from, and for the theme of this evening, we're going to be talking about the year of 2020, the new year, and 2021. So you can tell us if you were to use one word only to express your feeling or your experience of 2020 and one word for 2021, what would it be? So for example, you might say, hi, I'm Leslie. I'm from Canada. For 2020, I would choose the word um, isolating or alone or something like that. For 2021, I would choose hopeful or vaccine. Okay. So it could be an emotional word. It could be like a hobby, like Netflix, you know. So be creative and true to yourself to try to introduce yourself in that fun little way. Okay. So we'll just go around and do that. So and sorry. Oh, did someone say? I thought someone was volunteering to go first. Okay. Andrea, you've been here before. It's Andrea, right?
Andrea.
Andrea. Okay.
Hey,
So Andrea, you can introduce yourself first.
well, my name is Andrea. I've been a student last year at RCIIS, and I had the time of my life. Well, actually, I didn't feel like I had come back from Canada, so my feeling is like I got stuck in time. So by the time I got back to Brazil, I actually didn't feel that I came back. So I would say that 2020, I felt stuck. So maybe that's the definition of 2020, stuck. But I have worked, so maybe 2021, I guess it's hope. That time flies. And I can get back to Canada because I really would had a very good time and I hope I can keep on my studies and, you know, improve my skills.
Beautiful.
That's
I
my
love
plan.
that. So 2020 is stuck. 2021 is hope. Love it. Love it. And it's okay if you're feeling less hopeful about 2021. If you're feeling down tonight, you can express that openly as well. We're here to support. I wonder, I hear a little bit of echo. So it might be that someone has
It's my mom watching something like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire or
no
something.
problem then. No problem then.
It's
I might,
it's too high.
no. You might mute yourself and then when you speak,
Oh
unmute.
right.
You
I
can
can
do that.
try.
I
Sure.
just thought it was Facebook up, but yeah, that's great. No problem. Okay, let's go to Luan next.
Hi everyone, Aluan. I'm from Brazil, especially in Salvador City, and I pretend to be an RSAAS student this year. I hope so, and because I was pretending to do my exchange program last year, but because all the situation couldn't do, so I pretend to it this year. And for 2020, I would choose the word adaptation because it's really hard for me to study online because I've never done this before. It's really, really hard to me to pay attention on classes online, and that was the word. And to 2021, I would choose the word hope, because now I'm gonna try to do all plans I couldn't do in 2020.
Yeah, nice. So yeah, I like that. I think adaptation is really good, that you're modifying your behavior, trying new things. And then since Andrea, sorry, said hope, maybe we'll have a rule, we'll say different words. So maybe your word is opportunity, right? Because
Yeah,
you're gonna have more opportunities, hopefully. Fingers
that's
crossed in
true.
2021.
Yeah, that
Nice.
sounds good.
Beautiful, lovely. Okay, let's meet. Do I pronounce it Janena? Oh, press unmute.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Sorry. My name is Janaína, but you can call me Janaína because I know that it's really hard for you guys to say my name. So I'm from Brazil, from Belo Horizonte. I lived in Toronto for two and a half years, and I had to come back to Brazil because of the pandemic. About 2020, I don't want to be impolite, but I think that's my word for this for the last year is disaster. It was like a disaster. I don't think that it's a rude word, but
No, it's not. It's
in
not.
this case, and I really think that for 2021, we need more like peace than everything because it's a little bit hard to live in this world with all this chaos. That's it, guys. I think that peace is my word for this year.
Beautiful. So disaster and peace. I love it. Disaster is definitely not bad language. I thought you were going to say like shit or something like that. I was
No,
all prepared. I was like, okay, no, that's a very, I think, appropriate word. It has been a world, a disaster, it has been a crisis. And peace absolutely is so important. There's so much conflict because of the hardships, the struggles that have happened economically and politically. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, beautiful. Lovely to meet you. I will work on my Portuguese pronunciation of your name though. I want to do it. I want to say it
great.
properly. So could you say it again for me?
Yes. Janaína.
Janaína,
Yes.
but
Great.
faster.
Good.
I'll work on
Janaína.
it. Janaína. Okay, I will work on it.
Perfect.
Okay. Hello, Leila. Please tell us about you.
Hi, my name is Leila. I'm from Brazil. My exchange was supposed to happen in December 2020, but because of the pandemic, I couldn't go. So I hope it happens this year. And about 2020, I would say persistence. And about 2021, I would say healthy.
Beautiful. Persistence and healthy. I love this. We're getting a lot of great English words here. Thank you so much. And quite a Brazilian group so far, but we're going to change it up. So Lula, please introduce yourself.
It's me.
Yeah, sorry, did I say Lula? Lulu.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put the text on the Facebook. I'm multitasking. Lulu, I'm so sorry.
Okay. Hi, I'm from China. I'm Lulu, and yeah, I'm living in Ottawa, the capital of Canada. And my word for last year would be struggle, because I just moved to Canada last March, and I want to meet people. I want to talk to people, but I couldn't. And I feel I was a little, how can I say that? Depressed last year. But this year, I want to say, give up. Yeah, because give up struggling. Yeah, I just want to go with the flow and do whatever I want and enjoy the isolating life at home.
I think that's really good. That's beautiful. I'm so sorry. Lulu, I know Lulu. It's Layla was beside
Okay.
Lulu.
Yeah.
I love that. Struggle is a great word. And yeah, give up, because people think of giving up as like stopping a goal, a positive goal. Maybe I'd say you could use the phrasal verb to give in, because that means like to accept something. And so maybe that's the right one for you. I love that.
Thank you.
Or like sing the Frozen song, like let it go, let it go, to let stress go, you know, to let your expectations go. Maybe that helps too. Yeah.
Let go.
But you just go with the flow was really great too. Yeah, that's beautiful. Maybe flow is your word. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to Violetta. So Violetta, you maybe joined after we established the theme. We're saying name country, one word for 2020 and one word for 2021.
Well, my name is Violeta. I'm from Mexico, but I moved to Canada last year. My word is for 2020 is a change, because because there was a change. I moved here to Canada, the pandemic, there were a lot of changes. And for 2021 is, well, these two words is new normal, because I think that never will be the same as before. So I think we need to adapt to a new normal.
Great. I love it. Change, new normal. Yeah, beautiful. Sort of like Lulu, like, ooh, this is struggle, but then acceptance of something that's new now. Yeah. Beautiful. And I've never met Mr. Pedro down here. Hello, a new Conversation Club participant.
Sup? I'm actually have already studied at RCIIS the last year. I studied with Courtney, with Spencer.
Oh, nice.
They were really good teachers.
Oh, I'm so glad.
And about the subject, a word that defines my my 2020. It's a little different of all the words that have already said, but is experiences. I have some kind of great and new experiences there. Like it was my first time going to another country, and I was like 18 years old, and so I was really young. I'm still young, but it was a new experience. I met a lot of people, a lot of different people. I met a different culture. I learned a lot of English. I learned how to conversate with people, and in the on the end of the last year, on 2020, I had the experience of getting a job. I got a job and I'm still working on it, and it's kind of great. It's a new experience to me. And in 2021, I think a good word would be uh, uh actually don't
That
know.
would be a good. I mean, that's 2020. That's 2020. Yeah.
Incognito, like I forgot the word. Question mark. It's two words, but okay. Question mark.
Ooh, I like it. We're getting kind of into images and stuff, and exclamation marks. Yeah, I like that. Or punctuation marks, rather. Question mark. It's a big question mark. Great. Lovely. And I'm so glad you got so many. We're definitely all having new experiences. Some are very negative ones and some are more positive, and that's great. Where are you right now, Pedro?
I'm Brazil now.
You're in Brazil.
I'm in my home.
Okay. Do you have a fan blowing on you?
Yeah.
Okay, I see your shirt going like this. I was like, oh, it must be a fan and it's hot. That's so different from.
It's really hot here.
I have my fireplace, my electric fireplace on here, so opposite.
How cold is there in Canada?
Well, it can be very cold. Sometimes minus 20. It could even be minus 40. But right now it's not bad. It's -1 and feels like -4.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
No, it's pretty mild so far.
Yeah, when I was there, I got -20 was the worst, I think.
Yeah, you have to really cover up your face with a scarf when it's -20.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, let's and then we'll just hear from Yuko.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Leslie. How are you?
Hi. I'm good. How are you? So we're just saying.
Everything.
No problem. We're just saying our name, country, and one for 2020, one word for 2021.
All right. My name is Yuko. Hi, nice to meet you. And I'm from Japan, and I'm in Toronto. And yeah, 2020 is for me. It's one word. It's COVID. Of course, yeah. It's so stressful, so hard, so tough time. But yeah, like Pedro said, yeah, it's kind of rare experience. And 2021, I hope it will be good, better than 2020. And yeah, I one word. I don't know, but improving about everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
So it's COVID and improving. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
It's very practical. I love seeing the personalities based on the words you choose. I was just thinking like, yeah, we're all saying kind of like, I hope, we don't know, question mark. I think this symbol, this is a universal gesture, is it? All our cultures do this. And in English, we describe it, we'll say fingers crossed. Will you speak that as well in your other languages? Similar expression. So fingers crossed for 2021 and for all of you. Let's get into some juicy questions. So the first one I thought we could talk about is, do you have any New Year's resolutions? So resolution meaning goal, right? So do you have personal goals, maybe bad habits that you want to break, maybe good habits that you want to start, maybe just letting go, as Lulu had said. Yeah, what are your personal goals for this year? And anyone can speak now.
Well, for me, the goals is to lose weight because I think is very important. I found out that I have a fat around my pancreas, so I think it's very important health is very important, and well, continue improving my English skills.
Beautiful. Great goals. Losing weight is a very common one. And yes,
hard.
absolutely.
It's
We want to
hard.
be healthy, and it is so hard, especially now that we're stuck in our homes. Yeah.
Exactly.
And improve your English. Beautiful. I love it. And Layla had her hand up too. Yeah, Layla.
As I said, my word for 2021 was health, because I want to improve my mental health and my physical health, because it is important to me. And it is one of my main goals. And the second goal would be improve my English, because I can understand 100%, but my speaking is kind of because I don't practice. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's true that like a language, like other skills, yeah, it does have to be practiced. We forget things very quickly. So yeah, it's awesome to have you here, Layla. Working on your goal already. Yeah. Okay. Did someone else have something they wanted to say?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go Pedro, and then we'll go up and up. Yeah.
Actually, I have so many goals for this year that I don't always start, but I guess the most important of them is to keep in study, because I want to be an English teacher in the future. And also I pretend to start learning French this year. It's one of my goals. Since I was a child, I always I've always been fascinated about English and French, but I didn't know any word in French yet. But I think that's all. I just want to be just keeping study and to get my goals for the future.
Nice. You and Andrea should connect. Two Brazilians interested in English and French.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys should connect. I think, Luan, I think you're sometimes saying pretend when you mean intend, maybe.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Intend is your purpose, what you mean to do. Pretend is like fake, imaginary. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we want to say, yeah, I intend to do something. It's my plan to do something. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. I think, yeah, it was Pedro, and then my pronunciation, Janaína. I've already forgotten. That's my resolution, is to get this name. But first, Pedro.
What it's supposed to say no.
Sorry?
What's supposed to say right now, because I was grabbing some water.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you had your hand up earlier. We're talking about our New Year's resolutions. I just thought you had your hand up. Did you not have your hand? Oh, no. Okay, we'll pass you. No worries. Janaína. Janaína?
That's me, yeah. My main goal is to survive. I'm kidding, guys. No, actually, my main goal this year is to reinvent. I'm not sure if I can tell it, reinvent myself, because I work like with events, and I don't think that I'm gonna have success this year in my area and stuff like this. And one of the things that I really want this year is for sure to improve my English, but maybe to come back to Canada. But I'm not sure if it's going to be possible. Actually, I am sure. I don't think that it's going to be possible this year, because you know more than me. The government, I think that they're going to have more restrictions and stuff like that. They are right. That's the right thing to do. But I really need to think about my career, because it's not possible to work in my area at all this year, and I'm not sure about next year also. But let's do it. It's the life. It's life. We have to we have to discover a new way to live our lives. I think that's the most important thing that I've learned with the pandemic is this. We have to reinvent. And I have another word, but I forgot in English. But I'm not sure. I have to check my Google Translate.
Yeah,
here.
you can check it out and shout it out later with inspiration.
Yeah.
Reinvent is definitely great. Whenever I think of reinvent, I think of Madonna, because they've always talked about Madonna has reinvented herself so many times. But absolutely. They also use the this year a lot of the word pivot. Pivot means sort of like to turn direction on like a kind of stable point. So like they've described that a lot for businesses. Businesses have had to quickly pivot. So if it was a fine dining restaurant, they had to quickly figure out how to offer takeout or something, you know. So yeah, but I like reinvent for us as people. Yeah.
And I think another word that I'm not sure if it's this word, because I checked it out in my Google Translate, but the name is the noun is reframe.
Reframe.
Yeah.
To reframe. Yeah. Your goals, your situation.
No, it's not reframe. I'm sorry. It's resignify.
Resignify?
Resignify myself. Yes, that's the best word. Resignify myself. Does it make sense for you? Because
it's not a very common one, but I'm seeing it in some dictionaries. I don't think it's a common one in English.
Yeah, like because that's what I imagine.
It looks like it directs to other things like re-symbolize and other things. So I think reinvent is the right word for you there.
All right.
Great. Anyone else about New Year's resolutions?
My personal goal would be I can talk with my parents-in-law in Portuguese. Yeah, because we can't communicate right now. Yeah, every time my husband talking with his parents, I just stay beside him and smile. I don't know what can I do. Yeah, sometimes I feel awkward. Yeah, I want to talk with them. That's why I'm learning Portuguese. Yeah, that's my personal goal so far.
Nice. Well, maybe some of these friendly Brazilians can do a language exchange with you.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I love how I was like any other New Year's resolutions, and Yuko went like very shy smile. Yuko, do you have something you want to share, but you're shy about it, or no?
Yeah, let me share it. Thank you. My personal resolution is saving money for going to going college or something in Toronto after going back to Japan. Because honestly, I couldn't enjoy Toronto life 2020 because of COVID. So I want to try to come back here, and I want to learn something in English, and hopefully I want to live here if I can. I want to get permanent resident status here. So I will find the way I can.
That was such a confident statement. I will find the way. It was beautiful. I loved it. Okay. Here's a little bit of a different question. Going back to 2020 and reflecting on the past year, what was something positive? So some of you guys already expressed some positive things for yourselves. You could talk about yourself. You could talk about the world, society. What were some good things that came from 2020? What are some silver linings of the pandemic? Do you guys know the meaning of silver linings? Yes, some familiarity. So like the idea is that every cloud has a silver lining. So everything that seems negative and dark and hopeless has something you can find that's good about it. Yeah, Layla?
It can sound silly, but for me, I could read more books because I love reading books. But in 2019, I couldn't because I was struggling with some things in my life. But in 2020, I could read a lot of books, and it made me really happy. And yes,
Totally. Some people definitely got a gift of time and a slower pace. Some people were working harder and more, but yeah.
I feel that I could slow down a little bit because, as I said, I was struggling. But with last year, I could slow down and stop and try start to think about myself, about my health, and give time to me to heal a little more.
Beautiful. That's very uplifting to hear. Okay, anyone else? Positives?
Yeah, for me, the best thing was that I could spend more time with my family, because most of the time I am out working or studying. Like uh, I I used to go out like 7 a.m. and I just got home like midnight, because of my college. And I didn't have time to my family. Now I can spend more time with my mother, and we can watch a movie together. It's been really, really fun.
That's true for me as well. I never I teach in Toronto now, but I have come to stay with my parents in Waterloo because I can work remotely, and I would never have had all this time with my parents otherwise. So that's true for me too. Anyone else? No? Next question?
And like I just wanted to express a point. It's like the science in the whole world improved a lot during this pandemic. Like I don't know if that is 100% sure, but the vaccine is already it already exists, like in a period of months, like, and past vaccines like Ebola, it took almost 4 years to be uh, developed. Like we had such improvement of science during this short period of time, and that's I think is a great point of 2020.
Oh, absolutely. There's so many people who are working on the vaccines and working to keep people safe in the healthcare industry, that what amazing heroes we've had working so hard this year. Oh, we have a new guest, Renee.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. Happy 2021. We're celebrating together.
Exactly. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry because I connect right now because I had some problems with my internet.
Tell me about it. 2020, right?
Exactly. I'm so happy to see you again, that people for RCIIS.
I know, it's such a mouthful. It's like RCIIS. Everyone always struggles. Renee, so you were a student at RCIIS before?
Yes, I studied some levels with the teacher Ellie.
Oh, lovely,
Yes,
lovely.
amazing people.
And now you are in a beautiful place with a blue
Ah,
water and
yes,
mountains.
exactly.
Where are you actually right now? Are you in a different country?
Yes, I am from Honduras, Central America. You listened before?
Oh, yes, 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 yes. I'm so
Yes.
sorry. Yeah,
Close
Honduras.
to El Salvador, close to Nicaragua.
Yeah, I didn't recognize you. I'm so sorry, Renee. Okay, welcome. So we're talking about positive things that happened in 2020, either personally or in the world or society. Is there anything that was good for you in 2020, Renee?
I hope so, but it's complicated because all country are closed right now. For example, I want to travel to Canada. I had my visa ready to go, but it's not possible because the country is closed. The border every month is closed, but it's really slowly the advance because many cases the COVID-19. But I hope so. Every day is better in these years. I hope so. Like take better more classes in the for English, maybe.
Yeah, I think people are trying to be hopeful for the spring in Canada when people can go outside more and therefore see people safely outside at a distance. Also the lockdown and stay-at-home orders that are in place right now will hopefully have a positive effect. So but I'm trying to also not kind of like Janaina was saying, like I'm trying not to expect too much in 2021 so I don't feel I don't want to hope for a certain month and then feel disappointed, But great. Okay, here's another one. Does anyone have any new hobbies that they've taken up because of the pandemic? Yeah, Andrea put up her hand right away.
Well, I started boxing. It's a way to beat COVID-19 in a certain way, and it's really relaxing.
And you do this at home?
No, I do it outdoors, but of course with the proper care, and it's really, really good. It really soothes the soul, the body, the mind, everything, because I really get relaxed right after. So you can imagine. It's really good, but these days it's been so hot, that I melt really right after, but I feel much, much better because it's I don't know how to explain, because it's better than therapy. It's better than, I don't know. I do it like 3 times a week, and it's all in one, because the exercising, it's good for the mind, it's good for the body. So it's the whole package.
I love it. I'm going to show you my weird pandemic hobby is knitting.
Ah, nice.
This is going to be a scarf.
We both use hands.
I love this car.
But that's my opposite. I also, Andrea, like I need to go out walking outside for an hour every day, because agreed, you need to like kind of release the stress with some physical activity. But I find knitting is very kind of focusing and meditative, sort of. So that's worked for me. Anyone else with new hobbies? Oh, great.
I studied ice skating.
So you studied, how did you study it?
Because I saw a public place in front of the city hall in Canada, and it's free. Yeah, and I bought a pair of ice skates, and I tried. That was my first time, like 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, I was scared. It was scary. It's not easy to ice skate, right? Yeah, I just holding the fence all the time, and the kids will skate smoothly. But it's very interesting, and yeah, it's a kind of exercise for me. Even though you don't run, you don't move, you just use the shoes, the ice skate to move. But I got like very sweaty. I don't know why. Maybe how can I say that? Nervous. Yeah, I got nervous.
Well,
So
I think
it was difficult.
it is exercise for sure. Even if you're not moving much, you're holding your body, you're working so hard to balance. So yeah, your legs and your feet would be sore. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I fell down at the first time.
Oh,
I got my knees hurt a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And in
it was
Toronto,
good.
people are skating and you just have to sign up online. You just have to reserve
Oh,
a spot so that they make sure it's not too many people. So it absolutely, people are ice skating right now. Yuko's in, and Violetta, you guys are in Toronto, right? So you guys should go try some skating while you're here.
Yeah, can we borrow skate shoes? Skate boots?
You can rent ice skates at the big ice rinks, like yeah, several of them. The big public ones you can. If it's like a small ice rink, maybe not. But yeah,
I don't think you can rent it right now because they want to avoid spreading the virus.
Oh no.
So you need to buy, but it's not expensive. I spent almost $60.
It's not expensive
for a new one. Yeah, it's not expensive.
I wish I could give you mine. Mine are sitting there in Toronto not being used right now. Yeah. You could buy used ones. You could buy used ones online for cheap too. Yeah. Okay, cool. Other people, new weird hobbies. I think, Janaína, am I saying okay?
Really good. So there is a project here in my city, in Belo Horizonte, in Brazil, and they used to plant some trees around the city. And so last week, I planted my first trees. And I think that I'm gonna do this like next month again. And it's really cool that I was really happy last week. It's not an easy thing to do. I thought that was, but it is definitely, it isn't. And I started to visit here in my city too some animals shelters, because I don't know if you know, but here in Brazil, we have a lot of animals in the streets. It's a sad reality, but it's true. So I started to visit some shelters to help them with things and stuff like that.
Oh, that's really great. You're helping yourself by helping others. That's amazing.
Exactly. That makes more sense for me in life.
Yeah, definitely. We're looking for things that give us purpose, that we feel connected to the community. That's great.
Exactly.
Yeah, cool. Any other new hobbies? No? Next question? Okay. Oh, how do you guys think society will have changed from the pandemic? What do you think the biggest and most lasting changes will be?
Well, I think the interactions. In my case, I'm a Latin people, so we get used to kiss, to hug people, and it's very, very difficult just shaking hands or say hello with the elbow. It's complicated. I have some Latin American friends here in Toronto, and it's complicated for us because we all the time we are kissing and hugging. Yeah, I think this is a big change during the pandemic, and I think that will be the new interaction. Well, at least in that countries when they are used to say hello, kissing or hugging.
Yeah. So you think even after the pandemic calms down, people have been vaccinated, people will be aware that there are germs we pass and will be more careful about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Anyone else? Predictions?
I don't think that I'm not sure if it's a kind of prediction, but I believe that people will become more I know the word, but it's solidary, more helpful. I think that the solidarity, the word, I'm not sure if this
solidarity means, yeah, coming together.
Empathy?
Not exactly empathy, it's solidarity, but I'm not sure if I can use this word in a context like in Canada, if they're gonna understand like we Brazilian people used to express ourselves in this case.
We would say solidarity, like if one minority group is experiencing difficulty and other groups or communities stand with them to support them, that's showing solidarity. So like support and coming together.
A kind of, but it's not only this. It's it
can
the
be
way
empathy?
Huh?
Empathy?
No, it's not empathy. It's I think it's the way that we used to help people in Brazil, for example. So we use this word, but I'm not sure if we can use the same word in English. I'm not sure. Actually, I don't think that we can do this. But I think that we're gonna I think that we're gonna be better people.
Yeah.
I think, and I really hope that, because sometimes I think that people are still selfish a lot, and the world is gonna be crazy if you're not gonna help people and help each other. I think it's a good way to survive.
Yeah, I was sort of thinking that at the beginning of the pandemic too. I was really hopeful. Like, I feel like my perspective has been broadened, and I think that experiencing hardship makes us maybe humble or more empathetic to other people experiencing struggles. So I also wondered if maybe this will make us all a little more awake in terms of being generous, having gratitude and perspective on how hard things can be, and therefore how much we need to support one another. Yeah, I see that. But then there are lots of people who just say like, oh, I just want to go travel again. So you're like, I don't know if everyone is.
Gosh, here in Brazil, it's unbelievable. I can't talk about it because it's.
Yeah, people are still going to Miami and stuff like that. Yeah.
Here in Brazil, people, I don't know. I can't understand really. Let's see what's going on, because it's really hard. It's not like, because I was in Canada in the beginning of the pandemic, and now that I'm in Brazil, I'm really afraid of everything, because I think that people don't understand that there is a big problem in the world. There is a pandemic, there is a virus and stuff like that. Brazilian people, it's not the majority, of course, but a big group of them, they don't respect anything. So it's a little bit crazy. But
I think
let's
that's,
see.
yeah, I think that's in every country. Yeah. People are disagreeing on what the behavior needs to be or what the restrictions need to be. And yeah. Any other comments from anyone about what we've been talking about? Or
I think some people will still work from home even after the pandemic. Yeah, because like before, company just think if you work from home, you will be lazy. Like we can't see what you are doing. But right now, maybe they think you can do it very well, even though you are stay at home. Yeah, maybe it will be remain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, before the pandemic, I normally I used to work 1 day at home, but for now I work every day, and all of the other employees is on the company already, but I keep his work at home, and I guess I'm gonna be that way for a long time.
do you think that will happen for school as well? Do you think more people will study online as well, even after the pandemic?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I definitely think for work, it'll save companies some costs and it'll be more convenient for workers. But for school, I wonder, especially for international students, right? You want to have that in-person experience. So I wonder about schooling.
But like for foreign students, like for example, I don't want to spend a lot of time for housing, living abroad. So I can still study in like schools in Canada. So I don't have to go to Canada, but I can have experience. Yeah, that's really good.
That's what I think. I tell my
Yeah.
my students every day, I'm like, this is what's happening in Canada right now. It's snowing and the prime minister said this. you do. I think if you have it, it's still an international, we're having an international experience right now talking from all these different countries. It is great. I think Andrea had her finger up earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've been there before, so I know the difference between online school and real school. So I intend to do my master's degree in Canada. So I believe that the environment of a university is absolutely different than an online university. So I guess that the experience in a campus, the colleagues and so on, I guess the experience wouldn't be exactly the same, you know, like face-to-face interactions. I guess there's no way to substitute that, you know. And in this way, online can be a good way to cope with the moment, but it could be a solution for what we're living. But I wouldn't like to be leaving that for good, you know. According to my intentions, it's not what exactly I want, so I can't wait.
Nice.
I prefer to wait to leave that hopefully in the near future.
Yeah.
Totally agree with that.
How about I joke with my friends about Zoom because it was like before March 2020, like no one knew what Zoom was, and then suddenly Zoom is like what we do. And we were joking about how like what happened to Skype? Why didn't Skype figure this out, you know? But do you think we'll still use Zoom, or are we gonna like in 5 years be like, remember Zoom?
That's so 2020.
Right? I wonder.
Yeah, now Skype is so 2000s.
Right? I wonder if Zoom will be a big joke in a few years. I don't know. I hope Zoom's not listening.
Probably
My.
probably a corporation like Facebook or other corporation will buy Zoom, and it's gonna be another thing.
It'll be called something different.
Yeah, and we're
Boom, Facebook Zoom. Yeah.
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 Cool. what else did I want to say? Okay, let's stop. We've got a few more minutes, but let's stop on a positive, cheerful note. This is sort of like about new hobbies, but what are the little joys, the little things that bring you joy right now in your life, in case it helps one of us out there? So like, it could be like a certain type of coffee that just every day it makes you happy, maybe a certain type of music, some recommendations for some like uplifting, happy things that bring you comfort right now.
Well, in my case, is funny because now I'm living in a 22 level. So I had a view, and now when it's snowing, it's very beautiful. And when I work from home, and most of the time I working by myself because my husband is working in a restaurant. So when I'm working, is makes me happy to see the view. And most of the Canadian living here, they said, it's snow, but for me, there are a lot of landscapes very beautiful during the winter.
Beautiful, love it. Janaína had her finger up earlier.
I think that the small thing that I really love, it's the smell of coffee. The smell of coffee. And I use it to do this because I use it to live in almost like nearby Sonoris Market. So it's nearby the Ontario Lake too. So I use it to go there and just drink a coffee in front of the lake. So I miss this a lot. It's a small thing. It's almost free and it's really good.
Coffee is one of the great joys of life, for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's amazing, its effect.
Yeah, I just love it.
That's the same for you, Luan? Coffee is just everything for you right now?
Yeah.
I hate coffee.
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
Layla.
Neither am I.
No, I hate the smell.
How come a Brazilian girl?
Yeah.
Neither am I.
How can you say that?
Deception.
I cannot start my day without coffee.
Okay, Layla, what brings you joy, Layla?
I can list a few things. My family listen to music, workout. It's a new hobby from the pandemic, quarantine. You know, I had to work out in my home, and I learned to love it because it makes me feel really good. My health, everything. Let me see. Eat. What I can say. Eat something sweet. Give me really joy.
Yeah, isn't it amazing? Like, it's like we've been reminded that humans like certain things, right? Like, it's like, oh, right, we need nature. We need exercise. We love food. Yeah, absolutely. The family, the very basic things. We're like, oh, that's so important. Yeah.
I think with the pandemic, we are valuing more the nature because it's all we can see from home, you know, from our windows, and we only can see nature. So we wish we could be up there. So yeah, that's it.
Pedro, what brings you joy? Not coffee. So what brings you joy?
Actually, it's a really great thing that I like. Probably not many people would like this, but I like to draw. And when I was in Canada, I was doing an experience that was amazing to me, that was drawing people that I randomly met at a bus or at the subway, or even on the school. Like in the first week that I was studying there, I didn't know Janaína, and I drew her. Like, take a look.
Ah, look at this.
Oh,
wow.
I drew her.
Of you. Thank you very much.
Did you know? Did you know that he drew you?
No, absolutely not.
No,
This is the craziest thing.
It
This
was
is
a big surprise.
Yeah, I drew a lot of people, like people sleeping on the subway. Like
Oh, that's
it
so
was pretty
good.
great.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
I like this. I like to do this stuff. Like,
You are talented.
thank
Oh my
you.
God. Amazing.
And
Amazing.
I
Yeah,
miss
amazing.
He
I
doesn't
miss
even need coffee.
yeah, and I miss this feeling like of drawing people and getting better at drawing. Like usually I do this in a really short period of time because people were sitting up, stand up,
Yeah.
and going away. Then it's a pretty good to me to draw people like this. I could not have this experience nowadays, but I would like to have it again, to draw people live again.
How many times do you take to do that normally?
Depend, like 5 minutes or less.
Oh,
Depends
So
on
it's,
like
it's
I think
fast.
that one was the two greatest. Like it took me 10 minutes to do. Like you can see the seats of the TTC subway.
Uh-huh.
That's
I
yeah,
amazing.
I did this one.
amazing.
Pedro, I think this should be a 2021 project. You could draw people in masks, and then we'll be able to look back on this time, because they are very, even though it hides people's faces, people wear masks like here, hanging off their ear. You could capture the kind of mask wearing people situation. It might be quite interesting.
Maybe it's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Cool. I want to hear from the few people we haven't heard from about their joys. Renee, what brings you joy right now?
Sorry, I asked.
Renee, what little things bring you joy right now?
I don't understand joy.
Oh, sorry. Joy like happiness. What makes you happy right now?
I'm so happy because I hope so I can be know better my best friends, like my closest family, because with pandemic the people change your points of view about the other people. For example, you are not from my home. I am scary about you touch something in supermarket, for example. Maybe you had COVID. Maybe you are not responsible for the people, but some guys say Latin American people is like more friendly, but with pandemic the family is more closer right now because like 5-10 people for Paris, so it's very different because I think all society change the friendly time, the culture. All people right now is more closer. I know, but it's personal. You say more positive, more positive with the society because uh, I don't know, but uh, all the time is opportunity for focus in the best thing for do best person
Yeah. So you're just focusing on,
in myself.
on yourself. Yeah.
It's not like my kind of form to developing my personality, but pandemic in my environment is allowed to do like more closet in my home, but it's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, let's hear from Yuko. Yuko, what brings you joy right now?
For me, tea, herbal tea, and whiskey, and nature. Nature.
Absolutely. And Lulu, you?
Actually, go to supermarket makes me joy right now.
I understand. Really?
Yeah, yeah. Before I haven't thought about like go to supermarket is so interesting. Yeah, but right now I can just stay in supermarket for 2 or 3 hours. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
a
don't know.
little.
Maybe we can't go outside so often.
Yeah,
So yeah,
a
even though
little escape.
supermarket make us so like release our stress.
Yeah, maybe you'll see
Yeah.
you'll see Pedro there sketching people quickly in the supermarket.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
Yeah.
And Andrea, other than boxing, what brings you joy right now?
Cooking. I love cooking. So that's I love cooking because I like to see people eating. So it's a match.
A lot of people enjoying cooking right now. And Luan,
Yeah.
you said you love coffee. Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, actually, I start working out more than ever. You know, it's been really relaxing to me.
Beautiful. Okay, well, we've got some beautiful ideas for us all to try, you know, hanging out at the grocery store and drawing people and enjoying the view from our window and smelling coffee and boxing and all these good things. So that's it. We went over time because I just wanted everyone to get a little bit more speaking time. But thank you for you guys joining me tonight. What a wonderful group of people. Thank you to everyone who watched on Facebook. This is the RCIIS Conversation Club. It happens every 2 weeks, Wednesday nights, 7 to 8 p.m. Toronto time. It's free. It's for any English language learners who are wanting to practice their speaking and listening skills. And yeah, I think that's all I need to say. So yeah, we'll say bye to the Facebook world. So thank you, Facebook. See you next time.